Hello, I'm Becky, and welcome to my little mini series on diet culture can fork off for my little mindset prep for MisFIT Club. And I cannot wait for this because I'm going to talk about the tools that I use today. And there are some amazing tools within it, within the coaching. This is specifically about breaking yo-yo dieting, breaking that all or nothing mindset. So I have got years of experience of coaching, and everything I have poured in to this. I'm always learning, I'm always growing, and all my experience with my own journey, working with hundreds of women already, have been poured into this course. So it is absolutely incredible and packed full of useful tips that's actually going to help you break this yo-yo dieting. And I've seen it's stuff that I've used in my one-to-one coaching. I've pulled bits from there, as well as tweaking certain bits just to make sure we are, getting to the aim of this 6-week program, which is absolutely breaking this this mindset. And I cannot wait to share with you a bit more on what we have available. And because this isn't about guesswork and things like that, and it's not about punishment, but really, really about a very non-judgmental space, being able to be open and honest with where you are, be able to break down those barriers that have actually been holding you back. So MisFIT is all about blending this mindset and practical tools, because you need both. Okay, so I do provide with the webinars that I do, and in the course there's also worksheets to go alongside that you can go back to and many times as you want in your own time. And I do always say to people, go and rewatch them, go and do them again, because what will happen as well, you'll notice different things at different points of your journey as well. And when people do these the courses, certain modules at the beginning, it's very different to then what they do at the end, and that's how you can really see progress and growth as well. So what we will be working on, first of all, reframing those thoughts that really drive your behaviors, and that's kind of spread out in a few different courses as well. We're going to be able to look at the awareness as well, because you need to be aware before you can take action, because if you don't know what you're taking action on, then it's not going to be any good. So we're creating that awareness about certain behaviours, certain patterns is absolutely key. There's also nutrition education as well, without obsession. I talk about mindful eating quite a lot. Regulation tools as well for emotional eating. There's also the learning how to break perfection as well. So what the actual modules are the nutrition foundations, which is all about learning what parts, people say oh yeah, you need protein, but and especially as we're perimenopausal, menopausal, protein comes up quite a lot, but it's okay, well, why? Yes, it is important, but why do we need it? No one actually goes into the depths of it. So I'll be talking about why these things are important, why it's important to get your fruit and veg in, and why they should be your anchor points and foundations of your diet. So breaking it down, because I do believe that people do make nutrition a little bit complicated where it doesn't need to be. So in that module, I'll be breaking that down for you, so you know exactly what to do. The mindful eating as well is another module within that, and this is all about creating food freedom. It's the first steps of eating without tracking. So even though you will have the ability to track within the app, through Food Journal or through MyFitnessPal, you've got the options again. It is picking the option that suits you. So you've got the mindful eating module there to help as well, and that's all about creating that food freedom, like I discussed in episode 2. So also there's going to be a module about how to eat out with the confidence and freedom as well, because it's all well and good saying what if I'm going out for a meal? What if I got date night? So I want to give you the education around how to handle those times as well. So that's around the food side. Then we're going to go mindset around emotional eating, because that's a big one, especially what I don't feel is addressed, or a lot of people don't understand about emotional eating, boredom comes under that as well. Boredom and stress, anxiety, and I do talk about emotional restricting as well that comes up. So that's a really big piece, and that piece is very powerful, and it's helped so many people already, that emotional eating module. So that's going to be a big turning point for you. And the last one as well, another key piece of my coaching, is breaking through perfectionism, where you'll be breaking through that all or nothing mindset, learning actually where the patterns are showing up and how to break them down, because I provide the questions, the worksheets here to help you do it as well. So this is the tools that we're going to be using, as well as putting in things like journal prompts. I talked about that on one of my podcasts, if you've listened to it, about the research behind journaling. Some people think it's a bit woo-woo, and some of this stuff that I talk about sounds woo-woo, but it's not. There's all research backed to why it's going to help you break these cycles. And especially the journaling prompts are going to help bring that awareness in, okay? So when you know the awareness, you can take the action, like I said. So I highly recommend you rewatch these as well. Like I've mentioned before, go back, rewatch them at different points, because they will mean different things at different points of your journey, or certain areas that I talk about might not be relevant at one point and relevant at another time. And I always say to clients, go back and rewatch them. Go and do the worksheet again. If you need to do it every couple of weeks, or do it halfway through the 6 weeks and then again at the end, or at the beginning, at the middle, at the end, you will see some massive changes. And those tools are there to be rewatch, re-listen and redo as many times as you want. I've got some people that listen to that emotional eating one like a podcast, again and again and again on a daily, to help them break that cycle and recognize the certain patterns that are going on, because it's such a big one that helps a lot of people. So I'm really excited about you diving into these tools. Like I said, I've poured so much knowledge into these short, sharp things, get to the point, what the action points, why do I need to do it, I like to go explain why as well, why we are doing this, how we're going to do it, and then what the actions you need to go and do to take it. Because breaking it down like that, for me, I learn better when I know why I have to do so. Why do I get impacted in this way? Why does this affect me so much? And then I can start understanding why I need to do these action points a lot more. So that's something I pour into my coaching. And like I said, this is years of experience poured into this MisFIT Club. I cannot wait for you to dive into it. So obviously this is aimed at, for those, like I said, this mindset prep is aimed for those who have already joined MisFIT. But if you haven't done so already, there is time. Just join the link below, or just click the link below even, and you can join there. And the final episode on this little mindset shift, mindset prep series is a little pep talk from me. So let's get into it. I'll see you on the next episode.